Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 2026 and another Charlie 31 departure. We're here on the ground in Dublin in the PMDG 737-800. We are just getting ready for a quick flight down to Paris. It's going to be about an hour and 40 minutes. We're just getting the aircraft fired up here at the gate. Just selected our GSX folks that we're having Aer Lingus take care of us today. We are in the beautiful dreaming Qantas 737. This airplane is, I remember seeing the big dreaming aircraft, the 747, and man, this one right here is something else. It's a beautiful airplane, beautiful paint. But yeah, let's get inside. Let's get the GSX boarding our passengers, or getting everybody boarded. There we go. Attach pushback. No, not right now. We want everybody, please. There we go. All right, with that, we're out here on the gate. There is no ground power available. Rather than have everybody walk through the diesel exhaust of a freaking ground power unit, we're going to go ahead and light off our APU. With that, we're going to make sure our position lights are on, and we're going to go ahead and secure those. Until we get APU power, we should be okay with that. But hope everybody's having an amazing 2026. 2025 is closed out. We're on. You probably noticed we got a new visual as far as our thumbnail goes. Still trying to get that thumbnail mastered. We're going to do what we can. And then the other one is we are getting ready to launch a new website. So keep an eye out on gatec31.com, gatecharlie31.com. We'll have a new website up here in just a little bit. But in the meantime, if you guys like this kind of flying, hit that like and subscribe button and the notification bell. If you've already subscribed in the past, go ahead and just confirm that you're subscribed. Sometimes YouTube has been known to just sort of switch things off as it feels necessary. So we've got some indicators here, so we can go ahead and get the APU online. There we go. And with that, let's get our IRSs lining up. We're looking pretty good. Okay, through our columns, we're good there. We're good here. We're APU gen now. We're good there. Center is looking good. We're looking okay there. Everything's good there. So we are on aircraft power. We can go ahead and get our window heat coming on, as well as our electric hydraulic pumps on. Everything else is good. APU air on, packs on. It is a nice early morning departure here out of Dublin, so we should be pretty decent. Let's grab some other tools that we use. We're going to grab this one. This is how I know who's talking to me. And we can adjust the size of this just a wee bit. Grab it, bring it up here, and go right there. Actually, let's bring it just a little bit closer. Bring it up to... good googly movement. All right. There we go. And we want the YouTube, the old YouTube. Really? Oh, there it is. There it is. So if you have something to say, go ahead and hit me up in chat. The other one we're going to do is grab our own all-in-one tablet. And we'll make that just a little bit bigger. Bring it to here. And there we go. Let's bring up Navigraph. Unload the flight we just did the other day. Yeah, we were down in Australia. Had to dry this airplane out. We're going to go ahead and unload that. Flew from Longreach into Cairns. There we go. We're going to bring in the EIDW LFPG. Might be a lot of fun in Charles de Gaulle. I do not have the LFPG fixed. We'll see. We'll see if it's much better in 2024. We'll see when we get there. All right, it's going to be an adventure flight, that's for sure. All right, so there we have that. Let's look at our flight plan. Let's see, they want us to go 370250 once we get to SFD. We're okay there. 16,000 pounds of fuel. With that, let's go over here. Oh, we don't do that yet. So, bring the old FMC up. We are current on our chart. Pause in it. We're going to go EIDW, Echo India Delta Whiskey. That's old Dublin for you. Let's grab our GPS from there to here. You're good. Our route, let's go ahead and drop EIDW there. Make the request. Set our payload. Set our fuel. Select our route. You'll see our fuel is now 16. Looking pretty good there. So, additionally, I think that's all we need to worry about for here. We are going to be departing on runway 28 right. 28 right. There we go. Calculate that. We're good to go. Takeoff 2 today, so we should be pretty good. Load our flight plan. Tessie 2 Juliet departure. Two 8 right. Tessie 2 Juliet. No transitions. We're good there, there, and there. For here, let's go select our approach to runway 27 right from Babbitt. Let's go ILS and coming in from over here. Let's see, where is that? Are we in? Where do we end? ILS 27 right from 1 whiskey. Your Sim, how's it going, man? Thanks, I appreciate you stopping by. I like what you were doing with Captain Jack the other day, man. That's good stuff. He loves that, and you're very good at it. So keep it up, man. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, we can do. Let's do it from this is the top one. Let's see what it looks like for us. I'm okay with that. So we're going to go with the ILS 27 right, Mach 3 Zulu. All right. So ILS 27 right. Mach 3 Zulu. And we're coming in on the 9 whiskey. Viva 9 whiskey. Be back. So there we go. We are good to go there. Now we can go onto our route. Activate and execute that little fella. And let's go to our perf init. 0 fuel weights coming over. 123.6. Oh, we could do that over here. No, let's do that here. 123.6, that'll work. And our reserves today are 3.3. Cost index 44. Like I said, cruise altitude 370. Cruise wind 311 at 82. Wow. With that, we can go ahead and execute this onto our N1 limits. So we can select a D rate of 2, temperature of 43. I believe we're going flaps 5. should give our CG 24.1, 5.22, 5.25, and 39, 40, and 43. 39, 40, 43, that's looking good. 143 coming up here. There we go. Alright, with that, let's see if we can find out any information about Dublin, see how the runways are. Alright, looks like nothing big. No significant weather, so we're going to go runway dry. Alright, we'll go to the next page. Don't have to worry about that. Runway wind, we're not getting any of that. Runway slope is 0, so don't even need to worry about any of this. So, alright. Previous page, we're good. 143 is set there, and there. So, let's get all our fuel pumps on. We are on aircraft power. And let's see how we're doing. 370 over here. And CFI, hope you had a good New Year. Hope you were safe. I don't know if you were flying or not, but hopefully you were able to sit back, relax, and enjoy some time off for the New Year. I think 26 is going to be a butt kicker as far as work goes. Looks like we got everybody on board just in time, so we're going to get this dialed up to 370. Now we can look at our runways. We're going off the runway 28 right. So I imagine we will just push off, drive up here, over to there. Runway 28 right is a 277. We can go ahead and put our flight directors in the on slot. Hit LNAV and VNAV. We are good to go there, and there. With that, let's make sure butts are in seats and we are ready to roll. Let's get GSX moving to get these doors closed and to push back. And prepare for pushback and departure. Let's operate stairs. Alright, looks like both doors are closed. And prepare for pushback and departure. Alright folks, thanks for being here with me. Again, Happy New Year. 2026 is right here. We're ready to roll. We're going to get this aircraft rolling. Operate stairs is out of the way. Here we go. I do like this 737, I really do. Understood. What do you think? How are we going to push here? So we're going to push tail to the right, nose to the left. And parking brake is on. Get those shocks out of the way. Thank you. Tail right, nose left. Thank you. Look at that. Joined by my first officer, Alex. Giving her some pre-flight snacks. Nose left, tail right. And brakes coming off. Hopefully he starts his turn. On PS5, just do the cameras. So there's a, while we're waiting for them to do that, if you look on the menu up here, there's the cameras. So just click cameras and then external. Brake set. And Ghost, I think window view on PS. Oh, like back in the cabins, you just set your custom camera views. So showcase. I'm not great at it because I'm not. I don't play on PS5, but that's what I remember from the days. Let's go to our leg. 128. We're just gonna go like this. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. All right, with that, we can go ahead and get number 2 going. And looks like we have a good light off engine number 2. Engine number 1 coming on. And Ghost, welcome aboard. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, man. Appreciate you guys giving me the thumbs up. It's awesome. Just like that, engine number 2 is on. Oh, we did not look at what our Charles de Gaulle Airport is. $392, so $350. $350 is set. There we go. All right, that we can go ahead. You and you. APU, come off. Thank you. All right, 122.8. I am. Embarrassed to say I didn't make that radio call. There we go. And now we can go back to our airport map. So, not sure. What do you call that? Echo? Foxtrot? In Dublin ground, Qantas 2026, taxiing runway 28 right, via November, Dublin. Alright, here we go folks, taxi lights coming on. Beautiful morning here in Dublin. Neptune. Lavita, how are you? Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining me on the flight. We are just flying, getting ready to fly, launch out of Dublin, go down to Paris, Charles de Gaulle. Appreciate you being here. Excuse me for clearing my throat. Just about ready to take the runway. There we go. Dublin traffic, Qantas 2026 lining up, runway 28 right, Dublin. Go there, get you, flashy, flashy, there we go. We don't have anything in the center tanks, we don't need these on for now. Overhead's looking good, let the flight attendants know we are getting ready to depart. Auto throttle is on. And Dublin traffic, Qantas 2026, departing runway 28 to the south, Dublin. Nice. Are you in the PMDG? This airplane is really nice in 24. Alright, here we go. Auto throttle, we are ready. And we can go Toga. Oh, flaps 5. That's my bad.
80 knots.
I should fly around the Bahamas a little more. Yeah, I should fly around the Caribbean a little more. Island Sim Pilot's always down there. With that, we rotate. Gear up. There's 2 things on my checklist there. Alright, we're gonna go autopilot now. Let's go take a look. Oh, look at that. Just an amazing livery. Look at that. Alright, love flying out of Dublin, so alright, let's get this back up and running. Alright, we are good. Flaps can come up. We're going VNAV now. Sorry, we were given takeoff clearance. And Dublin traffic, Qantas 2026 climbing through 3000. Last call, Dublin. Alright, here we go. How long a flight is that down to the Bahamas? This paint looks so good right here. Standard. There we go. 2,000. 3 things I missed on the checklist. All right, here we go, folks. We're on our way down to Charles de Gaulle, Paris. We should be there. There you go. 10:09 Zulu. So yeah, just about an hour and 18 minutes. So up and over the English Channel, then we'll be into Paris. I love these little flights. And where did they? Beanie Aviation, man. Congrats on 1,000 subscribers, bro. Nicely done. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for giving me the thumbs up. Alright, what did they wanted, oh, nice, brother. I appreciate that. SFD, they want us at 250 is what I saw. $250 to SFD. Let's drop that in there. All right. Where were you at? Were you over on the Discord? What were you on? Were you on Twitch? Do a Twitch stream tonight? Or was it one of yours? I didn't see, man. How was your 2026 coming along? Alright, man, go enjoy some football. You're going Frankfurt to JFK. What time are you getting that one started? What are you doing it in, trip, or are you doing it at the 7-8? Nice. Look at that sunrise. Just beautiful sunrise here over Ireland. Alright, man, which game you gonna watch? I appreciate you stopping by, bringing your raid over. If you're just coming from Beanie Aviation, copy. Ooh. I did a Zurich flight the other day. Ole Miss. Nice. Infinite Flight's a lot of fun to play, man. Don't get me wrong. Do you play it on a PC, or do you do it on a tablet, or how do you do that? Willy-nilly, man, thanks for stopping by and giving me a thumbs up. Remember, if you guys haven't had a chance to hit that subscribe button, do it up for me. I appreciate it. If you're coming over from Beanie's stream, Lavida, appreciate that, man. iPad's so easy.
Traffic.
Well, not so easy. Lavida, iPad's what I mean to say is, it's easy to play the game on an iPad. It's so incredibly cool that you can do that. Being able to get up and fly an airplane in infinite flight, it's It's mind-boggling what they've done. I remember when the only time you were going to get anything out of a flight sim was if you had a PC. So, all right, we're through 10,000. We can go ahead and turn these lights off. We're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and make sure our overhead panel is good. Nice, I appreciate that, man. Willy-nilly, you fly any, or you just watching? Beanie, I appreciate the raid, man. But here we go. Look at it. You guys got to see. Look at that. That airplane is so cool. That's a little rough. Don't know that I'll do that again. Alright, back in the old flight deck. We're looking pretty good, climbing through 16 for 370. Now we bounce our range out a little bit. Ooh, sweet. Have you flown the MD-10? Yeah, I like flying unique paint schemes, and Qantas just seemed like a good sunrise flight, especially this Dreaming livery. And let's see, willy-nilly. Yeah, no, willy-nilly. You flying the MD-11, or are you just flying a 6.7, 5.7? Well, not a 5.7. What are you flying? Going to be a great day to fly into the old nice A300. I don't know if we see the 300 out on the airfield much anymore. And Levita, are you saying Qantas, you're asking why I'm flying them, or just I like it. I like the paint scheme. It's a lot of fun. Ah. The 747 is a good airplane. 300's a good airplane too. I like sort of the I don't know if you've seen, if you look back through some of my streams, I fly the TFDI MD-11. I love that airplane. That's the kind of flying I kind of grew up experiencing. So, yeah, then the 744, if they have any of those are great. There's a lot of airplanes you can have in Flight Simulator. This 73800 in PMDG is pretty legit. I used to fly the Zebo a lot in X-Plane, but you don't necessarily get this kind of view in X-Plane. Yep, it is. Good call, man. Good call. What? .58 Lima. Let's see if we can figure out what they're doing. We're looking for Speedbird 58 Lima. It is. See what we got going on at the Gulf. Tyler, what's going on, man? Welcome. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. You're starting to get psyched for the semester. You ready for it? Do you have a good New Year's Eve? Lavita, what's your favorite airport to land in the Caribbean? And Willie, what's your, you like flying into Louisville? Louisville? Nice, pal, nice. Yeah, we'll be able to, I'll hit you up in the Discord. We'll be able to meet up and we'll get something figured out. Have a cup of coffee somewhere down there in Lodo, something. I'll catch the train down or something. We'll get something sorted out, pal. Get settled in. Let me know what your schedule's like. Oh, nice. There we go. All right. First flight in the Caribbean. All right. Well, there you have it. I did. I saw that. Sorry. Tyler, I did see that. That's why I'm bringing it up here. Yeah, just been working on getting a new website up, gatecharlie31.com. The old one's still there, but making some improvements for 26, making it look a little nicer. But yeah, we'll get together and have some coffee. I'll let you know, man. Top climb coming up in about 45 miles. Let's see where we at. 54. Just a little bit. know if you can see in the background, got my first officer Alice back there. All in all, not too bad of a departure, getting out of Dublin down into Charles de Gaulle. Orlando's fun. You should go into Orlando Executive. What are you flying? Orlando's fun. You're in infinite flight. Orlando Airport's a lot of fun. Yep. Yeah, when I went to Metro, the Tivoli was a brewery and a movie theater, so now it's a student union. They got all kinds of offices in there. So, yeah, I know it kind of well. I'm excited for you to get up there and start school, man. Get settled in. Yeah, as an alternate, unless you're set on going into Orlando International, KMCO, try looking at KORL, Kilo Oscar Romeo Lima. That's Orlando Executive. They have a runway big enough for a 7.3, but a little different scenery than big old airport. So. Not bad for the first stream at 26. Appreciate you guys being here. Nice. Now, are you going to have transportation when you get up here? You're going to have a car or bike, or you're talking about the scooters. I don't know if you're just going to have to, if you're going to have a car when you're up here or not. Let's see, willy-nilly. Yep. It's a fun little airport, so. Coming up on about 2,000 feet away from our top of climb. Then SFD, they want us at 25,000 feet. Reason being, we'll cross over most of the Heathrow traffic, and then we'll descend to catch the arrivals into Charles de Gaulle. So let's do that. SFD, we're supposed to be at 25,000 feet. Oh, it is. No, that's a good deal. You'll figure it out. It's a lot easier to walk or scoot around. And yeah, parking in Denver's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And Lavita, if you look at some of my other streams, you'll see where I've flown. I think I flew the Longitude out of. Maybe I flew the Learjet into Cole. But yeah, fun airport. It's an executive airport, so flying a 737 in there will be kind of a fun little opportunity. Alright, who's this? I got up about 40 miles in front of me. go. Ooh. I bet that was a fun flight. Let's see, what is that? Is that like a 13-hour flight? 12.5-hour flight. All right, with that, we're coming up on 370. All right, 370. This guy's climbing up on our left. He's leaving London's airspace, heading off to JFK. So we're going to go look at our legs. And SFD, they want us at 250. There we go. Nice. Less than 300. Flight level 240 or lower. We're looking good there, there, and there. Mob Bro. So let's look. What does our flight plan have us doing? So Mob Bro, Bob. Oh, nice. We're coming in Mopar. And PGS 34. Ah, 27, right. Okay, wait, let's look at our arrival. LS 27, right. Mach 3 Zulu. Coming in on the Biba 9 Whiskey. XQ, there we go. Alright, let's go back and look at our legs, see if that makes a little more sense. SFD, Wafu, Hardy, Xdill, PTAC, Mopar, PG 534. PG 534 all the way around. That's much better. There we go. All right, with that, we're gonna go ahead and do our runway. Drop that in the fixed page. Give us our 5. Give us our 10. There we go. We're good to go there, there, and there. All right. Back to our legs page. Looking good. $5,000 is hard there. There we go. Once we get ready, we're going to be able to drop it all the way down to 5,000 feet. Let's look at our arrival. Whiskey straight in, Poliv, Mopar, on and around. So Mopar, we want to be between 11 and 12,000 feet. What do we got in here? Between 11 and 12,000 feet. It's good. Top of descent in about 90 miles. Let's see how that looks. Top of descent 88 miles. So we're going to go over here. We're going to run through our performance tool for landing. We're going to land on runway. Oh, come on, little fella. 27 right. And import from OFT, import the weather. Calculate that 154. Should be looking pretty good there. Import the deep. There we go. Calculate that 147. So let's go here. We can go ahead and put flaps 30. 147. And 110.35. So let's get that plopped in here. Is it 110.35? Yep. Those are in there. Runway heading is 264. All right, with that, we're just about 80 miles away from our top of descent. Go ahead and dial this down to 5,000. There we go, 5,000. Current heading 096. Oh, look at this. 089. Nice. Look at those winds. Now, what were we doing in Rome, Lavita? Hanging out with family? Top percent right there, 60 miles out, 63 to be exact. I do want to say thank you everybody for stopping by the stream, especially after Beanie's stream hitting me up with a raid. Can't say how much I appreciate that, Beanie. I do appreciate it a lot. But again, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, go for that. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Really helps me out. Just getting going. 26 is going to be a good year. We're on our way. We're somewhere halfway between Dublin and Paris. So we'll start our descent here in just a little bit. Yeah. While our calculation is there, so let's go to our minimums. Actually, let's go look at our weather for Charles de Gaulle. 240 at 10 knots, not bad. Clear. Few clouds at 800 feet. 12,000 feet. Temperature 2, dew point 1. Might be a little foggy. Humidity 93%. 2974. Alright, we can get 2974 dialed in there. 1007. 1007. All set. Let's see, and then willy-nilly, do you fly with air traffic control like beyond ATC or Say Intentions or VATSIM? How about you, Levita? Do you do infinite flight and VATSIM from a pad? Not sure. $40 miles out from our top of descent. Flight's coming along nicely. And then let's look at the airport. Where do we want to park? We're landing way the heck out there. Ah, nice. Yeah, we're landing 27 right. Cross. Do we want to come back over here? We can do that. It's going to be a little bit of a long taxi to get there. But let's taxi to A gate. What do you think? Nice. VATSIM's not bad, man. Are you doing any flight training yet? Let's see. So 1 free in area hotel. Nice. Nice. Get your hours in, man. Let's see if this is it. Nope. There we go. What do you think? You want to park over here? If they've got a Charlie 31. Nope. No Echo 31. They just don't like 31, man, I'm telling you. Let's go park to C12. Nice. Good luck on the landing. You got this. It's going to be good. Yeah. We're going to go Charlie 12. There we have it. We're going to go ahead and pin this chart. Now, the other really important part is whether or not we can actually get there. So, top descent coming up, 5,000 feet set. We are currently heading 126. Nice little tailwind. Here just south and west of London. We can see through those clouds. See how this plane looks. He's starting down. Remind me when we get on the ground to bind arm speed brake. Oh, what do we got there? Got an airport right there. Looks like that might be Dunsfold. Bravo 737, Happy New Year. Hope you and yours are having a great one. Good first day, huh? Not bad. We got a little rain out here. How's the okay? It's feeling good. Name that movie. Looking good, Winston. Feeling good. And I appreciate you stopping by and giving me a thumbs up, man. We had a little bit of rain out here. It was kind of nice. Cooled it off from like the summer-like temperatures we've been having all winter. Alright, getting ready to cross the English Channel. Gonna go feet wet here any minute. Need to be at 25 at SFD. I think we're holding on to that pretty good. Oh, nice. Congrats. You probably racked up a bunch of miles if you were on a frequent flyer program. I know what that's like. I used to fly from Denver to Australia. I did a lot of miles down in the Asia Pacific region too. Only been to Rome once in that I remember Rome. That had been like 1979 when I was a young kid. Alright, not bad. Crossing SFD at 25. Airplane's doing good airplane stuff. We're doing all right. Kind of a rigged question there. I've been on the A380 numerous times. I have never flown on an A380. I used to fly on the 747-400 a lot. So that would be the biggest one I've ever been a passenger on, was a 744. No, but this summer Lufthansa flew their A380 into Denver, and yeah, we're in pretty close with our Lufthansa guys, and so yeah, if you look at some of my past streams, some of my shorts there, you'll see some in real life video of getting on the, or at least some videos of the 380. Didn't want to do too much. Maintenance and the Lufthansa station crew here in Denver, really nice, letting us get on the airplane, look around. Showed us a lot of things on that airplane. It's an impressive engineering feat, but that's the biggest airplane I've been on. Now, flown on 747-400. How about you? Yeah, we get a bunch of 350s. We have Lufthansa. We have Turkish. They fly the 350. On a K, during the summer, British Airways brings in their 351K. That's a really pretty plane. But yeah, regularly we get Airbus 350s from Lufthansa and Turkish. How about you, willy-nilly? What's the biggest plane you've been on? 777, Chicago to Denver. Been on that flight. That's like a milk run route for that 777, man. Chicago to Denver, Denver to San Fran. I need to do that. That was probably, when was the Centennial? Yeah, so 2001. A buddy of mine who works for United, we got buddy passes from dang. Did you lose all those miles, or did you at least use some of them? But willy-nilly, yeah, I had a buddy that worked for United. We went out to North Carolina, Kill Devil Hills, went and saw where the Wright brothers were, and then we flew back from DC to Chicago, Chicago to Denver, and yeah, flew that 777-200 from Chicago to Denver. The 777's a nice airplane. The newer ones are coming out nice, but they're starting to mothball a lot of their older airplanes. Like I just saw the first 777, tail number November 777 Uniform Alpha, is now parked in Victorville. How about you, Levita? What was the biggest plane you were on? What was it, Alitalia flying then? That would have been, yeah, I don't know what they were flying from LA. Delta had those cabins of those 7.6s pretty nicely laid out. But yeah, so I will say in my lifetime I've flown on quite a lot of airplanes. L-1011s, DC-10s, 7.6s, 7.5s, 7.4s, A300. No A330s or 40s. A lot of 737s, of course. Excuse me for clearing my throat, folks. Go see if we have any other airplanes in the airspace or if they're just sitting on the ground there at the doll. Dash 8 Q400, yeah, I've been on a couple of those. Frontier used to fly those. That was just kind of in and around Denver area. You? With that, we're going to go ahead and bring our runway map up. That's kind of what we're worried about. The Q400 was interesting. So the reason they called it the Q400, do you know why that is? Do you know why they call it the Q400? Before I go into it. So they actually had speakers in the airplane that phased the audio of the engines and sort of the aircraft noise. So they canceled it out. They essentially made the airplane a noise canceling headset. And so, yeah, that's why they called it the Dash 8 Q400. Because they had a microphone and audio system that canceled out the noise of the engines and the air rushing past the fuselage. So a lot of technology went into that little airplane. A lot more than you would think. All right, 2.8. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Look it up on the Google if you want. That way people didn't have to hear the whole time they're flying. Doing good there. Let's look at our arrival. You know, I don't know. I don't know how successful the Q400 audio damping was, so it's hard to say. I have not heard of any other airplane using it since. Alright, so our minimums today are going to be 592. .592 is set. Our reference speeds are good to go. ILS 110.35, DME 264. 264 is set in mine and the first officer's side. 592, 200 feet above touchdown zone. So once we get clear here in just a minute, we're going to look at our missed approach procedure. I actually have Flow Pro. It's kind of tough. See, if you can't tell, I'm flying in VR, so it's kind of tough to get it set up in VR. Not really, but yes, to the way I want it. I love this right here. If I could do all this, if this could do all the stuff Flow Pro did, this is an add-on here. But Flow is a good add-on if you're looking at it. If you fly 2D, it's good. So missed approach, climb straight ahead to 5,000 feet, PG 651. Continue on 281 to BG 652. Then on PON at MAT 5,000 feet and as directed. So, alright, 5,000 feet. How we looking? Our profile says we're 5,000 feet. Intercept the glide slope. Glide slope is 3 degrees. We're looking pretty good. Alright. Bring our range back one. You know, I don't know that I get headaches from the headset. I've grown up riding motorcycles, so I always wear helmets. So. Cam Jack, I appreciate you stopping by regardless of all the work you're doing over the last couple days, man. Kind of a bummer you had to run down to Texas on the first of the year, but oh well. Enjoy El Paso, brother. We'll catch up shortly. Be safe, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Happy New Year, Jack. And that goes to everybody. Happy New Year, willy-nilly. Happy New Year, La Vida. Tyler, Happy New Year, man. Sorry I didn't say that when we first connected, but there you go, guys. I appreciate you being here. Bravo 737. Happy New Year. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, willy-nilly. But back to the original question there, willy-nilly. I don't really, well, can't say that I don't get headaches, but I don't believe they're from the headset, just simply because I've worn helmets for 40 plus years on motorcycles. And it's actually not too bad wearing the headset. The Pimax, while it looks huge, it is huge. But it's very deceptive in that it's a very comfortable headset to wear. But yeah, the tough part is just making sure you get it fitted and it sits on your face right. I have some weighted, I got a battery pack on it, so it balances out, weights out a little good, a little better. I don't know, man, my English is bad there. But it weights out pretty good, and then that's not too terrible. And Jack, I don't know if you're still here. You just got to work tomorrow, then you come back, or you got to be down in Texas for the weekend? There's Paris right down there. All traffic, Qantas 2026 on the downwind for the ILS 127 right call. Somebody's trying to say something. Alright. We're getting slowed down to go down. Zulu 3 Kilo 3 Delta Foxtrot. Ooh. Feeling a little funny? All right, with that, let's get our lights on. Folks, have a seat, thank you. Everything else is good. We are ready to roll. For that.
Traffic at 1655, short tunnel, 26 left, double traffic.
Golf traffic, Qantas 2026, right base, runway 27 to Golf. Correction, runway 27 right, Charles Golf. All right, here we go, folks. Getting ready to land her here in De Gaulle, Charles, Paris. We're almost there. We're looking pretty good. Nice little flight there from Dublin down to Paris. Now we're turning into the wind, so it's going to be a little dicey making the turns. So here we go. All good. I'm in the same spot getting ready to land here at Paris, so I'm not sure what questions I ask you. Did you at least get to use some miles? All right, we got to keep an eye out for this Air Canada. Y'all, traffic on is 2026 to 60 miles out, ILS 27 right, to Golf. So at least you got to use some, huh? And it sucks. I flew on Alitalia a few times when I was younger, so. Grab the localizer. Grab the approach.
Takeoff on 655, the 06 crossing runway 26 traffic. Alright, we are Vorlock, glide slope, MCP speed, we are set. We will hold 160 until about a 5 mile final. Then look at that.
2500.
Cleared to land, runway 27 right. Velocity Airport. Thanks, willy-nilly. I appreciate it, man. Golf traffic, Qantas 2026, 5 mile final, ILS 27 right, Golf. Nice. Love it when a plane comes together and everybody gets to descend at the same time. Alright, we're about 1,400 feet. We're going to go ahead and get our speed dial back.
Laps 30, here we go. We are stable. My controls. Visual.
Approaching minimums.
Continue.
Glide slope. Glide
Minimums.
slope. Glide
Right on
slope.
it.
Glide slope.
200.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Not bad. That one actually doesn't exist. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Charles de Gaulle. Welcome to Paris. Wasn't terrible. Are you streaming willy-nilly? De Gaulle traffic, Qantas 2026, crossing runway 27 left, taxiing to C13. Via Foxtrot, De Gaulle. Traffic, Qantas 2026, 37 left. Nice. What gate do we say we were going to park at? 168? That wasn't horrible. So here. C12. We're going to C12. Go like this. Yes, that. Oh, there we go. Alright. Oh, that's an interesting little fella. Where are you going? Not going through that big sign in the middle of everything, that's for sure. Famous round terminals.
grab those too. We're driving along nicely, so nice and bright out. We're doing okay. Air traffic control tower shadow. Going through it now. There's the one taxiing up there. Alright, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Going to be taxiing for a couple minutes, so you're more than welcome to just watch. But we are on, we have landed in Paris. I'm going to pull up the gate, get everybody offloaded. I do want to thank you guys for stopping by, give me the thumbs up. All the conversation really helps. I like it. Then let's see, willy-nilly, are you streaming, or are you somewhere I can pop over and check you out, or I can send anybody that's watching my stream over to your stream. Interesting roads. That must be where they test Peugeot. I think that car bounced. I saw it. No worries, man. Appreciate you stopping by.
The Gulf Traffic Air Canada 871 heavy push start and out 14.
Alright, we'll go all the way down to Romeo then. Not sure which one is getting ready to push. We're all the way down there at the end, so no need getting in his way. We'll go to the next entrance, make a left turn, pull up and park at stand 12, Alpha Charlie 12. For those of you new to my stream, go ahead and hit that notification bell. That way you know when I pop in for a quick little flight. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Beanie Baby's a good guy. Thanks for, Beanie, thank you for giving me the raid. We're going to head on over to park here, and then that's going to do it for us today. So, Charlie 12 right there. Two feet, you got 2 feet. Look at that. Look at that. Engine's coming off. Shock set. And you are good to go. Anti-collision light coming off. And we can get some air going. Alright, with that, thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the jet bridge up here, and we'll go ahead and request deboarding. There we go. Alright, got a trip 7 pushed out there. Alright, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go ahead and get this little jet bridge up. We'll go out and take a quick walk around to this airplane. We'll actually walk around the aircraft. There we go. Let me find the W key. Airplane's looking pretty good. We're walking around De Gaulle Airport. Alright, look at that. How's it going? Winglets are looking pretty good. Fire, take a look. Ah, just a nice looking airplane. Rudder's looking good. Thank you. No tail strike. We're looking alright there. Shocks are set. Engine's looking good. No fuel dripping out. Jet bridge is a little misaligned, but there you have it, folks. Welcome to Charles de Gaulle Airport. We're going to get back in the old flight deck, and not that one. There we go. Oh. Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
All traffic, Air Canada 871 Heavy taxi departure.